Well, there's no better place than the internet for minimal damage to turn into epic disaster, given how much crucial data is stored on the web these days. Joining me now, RT's Alexei Arshevsky, who has been covering this story for us here on RT. So, Alexei, given the nature of cyber attacks, it is possible that one person by themselves can do a lot of damage, isn't it?
Well, cyber attacks may not be as deadly. They're not directly killing people as the weapons of mass destruction do, but in terms of the infrastructural damage, they're just as effective. Take, for instance, the recent Stuxnet virus attack by the US government on the Iranian nuclear program. Imagine something went wrong there and let's say, for instance, the nuclear facility started exploding. The death toll would have been enormous. Or take the ongoing cyber attack from an unknown Islamic organization on banks in the United States. This is not killing people. This is not directly causing any bodily harm. But certainly the fact that this attack, which has already been described by experts as the longest standing cyber attack on industrial sector, is creating huge financial damage. Accounts are being frozen, loans are being cancelled and things like that. So definitely cyber attacks are getting more and more serious every day.
Could we imagine at this point also the effect it would have if this kind of attack were leveled at a government agency?
Well, the attack you mentioned earlier, experts said that if it was directed at Downing Street 10, the UK government's website would have been down in a matter of seconds. You know, generally cyber attacks have been all about, mostly about online vandalism asserting themselves on the internet, like, for instance, the downing of the CIA website by the anonymous hacker group last year. It didn't kill anyone, it didn't cause huge financial damage, but certainly the reputation of the Central Intelligence Agency was seriously harmed by those actions. And another case like that was when a conversation between officials from the Scotland Yard and the FBI was made public by the same hacker group, also causing serious reputational damage to the both organizations. But there have been cases already, known cases of intergovernmental cyber attacks. In 2011, a very sensitive attack, as it was put back then by the Pentagon, was launched on the US Defense Ministry, and 24,000 sensitive files were stolen and made public. God knows what the consequences of this massive leak was back then.
Now, what are the chances then for warfare in general to go online instead of on the battlefield?
Well, should any major warfare, major conflict happen, definitely the cyber part of it will be something of a new dimension, something of an integral part of this conflict, especially that we're living in an era when satellites control the missiles, and imagine somebody hacking into those satellites and directing missiles in the other direction. Already some ongoing conflicts are being affected by the cyber warfare, in particular the dispute between South Korea and North Korea, with Seoul claiming that they've suffered 32,000 cyber attacks presumably from North Korea over the past year, and that North Korea is actually preparing a whole cyber squad to fight South Korea in case of a major war. The fact that the US defense officials recently upgraded the potential threat from cyber attacks to higher level than terrorist attacks from Al-Qaeda speaks volumes. So this is how serious it is, and this is how serious it's being considered by the authorities worldwide.
All right, RT's Alexei Arshevsky on top of the story for us. Thanks very much for that update.